Yeah. Hello? Yes, it's me, Silva, Shadow Sister Silva. And this is my psychic toolkit, Alpha and Omega. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. Yes. Okay, I have to start now. Okay, bye. So this was a call from upstairs. I'm going to teach you how to be psychic. And this is my new challenge for myself and for you to start to learn it with me. And I was thinking to do this and film this outside. And maybe I still go and edit it one thing outside. But I feel like to be alchemist or be magician, that we are also learning here, you have to have your laboratory, and it has to be safe, and it has to be like that you can control the elements, let's say, as a magician. So being outside, there can be always passersby, there can be always people. And this Zoom, how I'm recording it now, seemed to be a good quality. So I want to keep that. That's one thing. And yeah, what kind of ingredients? I want this to be a quality experience. This is something you pay for because this is in the membership. So I want it to be interesting. And so I'm dressed here as your digital girlfriend. I have made once a video dressed this way, and I was like joking about being a EI because nowadays so many people want to steal our thoughts. It's a very actual subject because we are talking today about archetypes, and especially focusing on the first lesson, we are focusing on the mother archetype, and that could be in Tarot Empress. This is my art piece of an Empress that is part of my Shaman's Daughter series. But this same picture, you can see it as a mother, empowered mother, or as a victim. Victim is the archetype that go to shadow. So as this is a poppy and this is a flower of fallen soldier, it's kind of this idea that this have both of them. Because empowered female knows that there is this yin energy where everything just grows. You are nurturing, you're caring, everything comes from your heart also. So there is this empowered mother archetype that you are nurturing and caring and being this feminine force. But the victim side is that you think that outside circumstances are so much more powerful and you have no power. So we talk about this today. I have my course material, I have put it on my spiritual art course, and I will see how I can put on this membership post. I think I will make a long post where I put those kind of exercises and text, because I like to teach writing, and this video is made that anybody looking just the video could also get the points. So let's start to go through this material. Let me see. So I wanted to use the Alpha and Omega because it's such a spiritual way to talk about how life has a beginning and end. And see, being a psychic, of course, you understand that you come from somewhere and you end somewhere, and this mother in a chakra healing is the first chakra, is really the base, safe and security and your origin. So I have structured this kind of lessons based on the chakras, and the first week we focus on the root chakra that is connected to mother and victim archetypes. Let me see. So Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. In the Greek alphabet, in which the New Testament was written, Alpha is the first letter and Omega is the last. In the book of Revelation, God says, I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last, meaning that God remains from the beginning to the end of time. I read something from here now directly. Being psychic is to be waking up to your potential and higher self. You could say it's all about awakening to who you truly are and your purpose. It surely feels this way for me nowadays. So my life feels very aligned. I seem to manifest faster things in my life. And I often say in my tarot videos also that my third eye is open because I just seem to know things before they happen. So I have been able to see in the remote view exercise the closed box. Maybe we can go once through this too. As well, what can I say here? Yes. There is mystical and magical things happening because I'm living very intuitive life. This is like, I'm going to show you how to have an intuitive life. I have been much passionate about finding all kind of creative tools all of my life. But nowadays I've been realizing that how powerful being psychic is, and it kind of allows you to use that skill in all areas of your life, whatever you need that for. And my way of doing psychic is, what was very important part is that I understood everybody is unique. So I connected the chakra healing very clearly to my healing process. It was very much part of it. And I'm showing that's why I'm really focused on this chakras and the archetypes, because they have been giving me this kind of big awareness. But we go deeper and we go other systems too, but it's like, this is really like the 7 chakras. I do first 7 weeks about them. And I think we can go pretty interesting levels already working on these aspects. And your way to be psychic doesn't have to be carbon copy of how I do it, but I'm here to say you are psychic. I'm your guide, and I'm going to show you the intuitive way to become more psychic. And then the intuitive way of life can offer you many benefits. And here are, for example, I'm going to list them now so you realize what you're getting into. You will learn to slow down, be present, and pay attention to the amazing wise process of your experience. You will develop a positive life-enchanting attitude. Your natural talents will be revealed. You will become more alert and aware of details and nuance. You won't waste time and energy on inappropriate thoughts and actions. You will find and stay in touch with your life purpose and lessons. You will better able to understand your spiritual path. Your creativity and imagination will increase. You will experience more grace, synchronicity, good luck, and even miracles. You will manifest your dreams in less time than ever before. You will have more confidence and personal power, and you will become more magnetic. So I have all these texts I will add for you to read, to go a little bit deeper, how I explain. But on the bottom, everything is a skill in this life. So how about finding what is your magic? And that's what we are doing here. Yes, let me see something else still. So I'm asking you to calibrate your vibrational energy first. I want you to know where you are on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being most satisfied. How do you rate your vibe right now in these following areas? And one thing you need in this course is definitely a journal. This journal can become, first it could be this kind of just journal where you note your process, but you could have another booklet that is about like a shadow book where you put your secret recipes or your revelations about what comes through as a psychic. I have this one rule. I didn't took this book now here, but I have this one. Okay, here is just one journal of mine. It can be simple like this. I'm gonna show something, for example, what can be. Bullet journal can be really that you date weekly stuff and you illustrate things. I mean, it can really be helpful to allow yourself to be creative how you journal. But what I'm talking about the shadow journal is that I mentioned this even in my spiritual art course. It is a book where I write things, kind of like my secret ideas, what I want to manifest or promised I want to make and I keep. And if I write it in that book, I will keep it. So I'm going to make it happen. It's like a promise book for me. It can be something else for you, but this shadow book can really become, Book of Shadows can really become your, like a manifestation book. And being a psychic, you should have this kind of playful tools. And I would encourage you to have different kind of journals to start with. And now in that journal, you should write about this. How do you calibrate your vibrational energy from 1 to 10? So for example, the first one, romantic love and dating from 1 to 10, how it is right now. Family from 1 to 10, career and passion, 1 to 10, universe and synchronicity, 1 to 10, health and body, 1 to 10, friends and social circle, 1 to 10. And this week, because we have the mother victim archetype, we will have exercise about connecting to other people. So this is the base energy. We are not here alone. You are not here alone. You're looking at me. You have, as a human being, you have a social circle around you. I will make this kind of weekly challenge now today, telling you later what it is, so you can start to take action. Let me put a pause now. I search material. So we start with this mother archetype that I showed just briefly. And I'm gonna read you something what I wrote about it. So we start our journey with the mother archetype that is universal. She represents the feminine principle of creation, whether she is called Maria, Isis, Ishtar, Kuan Yin, or Sophia. She is the spirit of love, purity, gentleness, which lives within us all. And today, I made actually this kind of affirmation cards to just give like a base energy. I will use this in my reading in the future, but just let's pull this kind of affirmation cards related to empowering root chakra messages. Because how you speak to yourself and others, it's very, very important. So let's pull one for today. This one. Okay, let's maybe 3. These are 16, but let's have another message here. And this. Let's see what are these affirmations to be more healing this root chakra and be empowered. Okay, it was the flower bouquet is like this. Anyway, Mother's Day is coming, so it's very nice to focus now this mother energy. I bless all those who have helped me realize my word along the path of light. This is first. Let's dance. I take responsibility for who I am and how my life is. And third, this. I release all negative feelings that hold me back from being happy and free. And then is this rooster, cuckoo, 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 baby. So this, for example, how you can start be empowered. But I wanted to really call this first week like I am principle, I am something. And I am mother, I'm also a daughter, I'm also a sister. There is a video I have made really 2 years ago already about this, that how empowering can be when you use this I am. Like it's just being something, everything is starting from this root, like who you are. So this is one thing you could immediately start like creatively express more and be that. I put now today One Piece pirate Luffy the monkey hat on. I put this kind of like a cute dress on to be myself this way. But like it's just like who you are and celebrate that. And the mother principle, of course, is this nurturing, caring. How can you care more about yourself, for example? But then let's go to the 1 week lesson. And this is a longer journey. So now we are alchemizing the energy of being nurturing, allowing, setting healthy boundaries, connecting, accepting, and being a loving mother. And you can start journaling about this. What is the mother and victim archetype and how it has shown in your life? But as I connect everything, I'm a tarot reader also, I connect everything to tarot. So the Empress is the like this painting here, this paper here. Empress is the tarot card for mother usually, but then the victim card is Eight of Swords. By the time of Sunday, I will take myself a challenge to make a new paper cut of this Eight of Swords, like a vicious circle. But that's the victim card. So in the tarot, you could explore these two cards now and look the meaning and write about it. And question of the first day. So we are still focusing on becoming a psychic. So how does it start? Answer, take action now. Only way out of stagnation is taking action. So action, I'm a designer in the end. Like I'm a graphic designer, that's my profession. But any profession, whatever you do, psychic, whatever you do, you have to take action. You cannot escape that. You cannot just be looking in the sidelines. I mean, this is one thing to observe, but I'm here to teach you to take the active approach. And a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, said also Lao Tzu. And you could like just free exercise, not guided, is that you could just start making art like this, like being a mother or a victim. Like how does it that show to you? What comes up for you? Use that like research that and then use it to express, because the expression is always healing. And the root chakra quotes, because root chakra, we are focusing on this root chakra energy and the mother archetype connected to root chakra. A people without knowledge of their past, history, origin, and culture is like a tree without roots. Deep roots are not reached by the frost. Deep in their roots, all flowers keep the light. I love this also, to this. Deep in their roots, all flowers keep the light. I love this about this is shadow sister illusion for me. It's very well placed. But the thing is, like when you do something, you don't always have to understand everything. You just have to take action. I'm here telling you, like sometimes I'm into the intuition, exactly the intuitive way is like kind of getting excited of something, getting drawn into something and then taking action. And it comes in the process, the bigger understanding, but you have to be in the process also. And then also kind of notice things. So I have a concept of designer cake. I'm going to explain you here. I was reading it to go to the, can I see the screen now? So reading it to go to the, the park to eat this cake, but I'm going to show you now the chocolate cake here. So we have here a designer's cake, and this is applicable to being psychic. So why? We are focusing on the cake that will be cut in 4 pieces. And actually, I don't have a knife here. Maybe I pause. Wait. I'm gonna do this actual cut. Okay, we have a tool. Psychic toolkit. Cookie cake cutter. We start with cake cutter. Interesting. First lesson. I'm gonna have this active thing. So we are cutting a cake in 4 pieces here. Can be anything. I'm gonna eat this cake too. I recommend you to buy a cake this week and do the same. Just reflect. I mean, even better, do your own cake. Is magic. Okay, to bake. All the ingredients there, but we can have an exercise about that separately to make your cake. This is always in a witchy house is smelling good. So we have here a cake, and now we are focusing on this. So this is a 25% of the designer's cake. This. So I have this stuff. We have here a cake cut in 4 pieces. Okay, we focus on this 25%. Why? Because in designer's cake, let's show this thing here. What makes the cake that you will be a designer, or in this case, I'm going to think this as psychic. So 25% is DNA, who you are. So we are just talking about I am, who you are. That is the 25%. Then the next thing is a social skills. And this is what we are talking about today in today's lesson. 25% social skills, so important to the healing of the root chakra, being empowered mother archetype, and being a psychic. Social skills, finding connections, not isolation, being open. That is very important. Then the next thing we can talk later in some other lesson, 25% is timing. To be in the right time, in the right place. And the other 25 here is still education. But education, this, if it would be related to the designer, the biggest part of the cake is what happens in your childhood. So I would say that if I make an episode about this, we focus on the inner child healing, because it is such a empowering to be aware of your core beliefs, everything that is hidden underneath, what were built when you were in this kind of theta state before you were 7 years old. What happened then? It's so important as a designer, but also as a psychic, because you have to be able to be a little bit childish and playful and having beginner's mindset, and especially you have to have curiosity, and that's very childlike ability. This kind of innocence is part of it also. So we are going kind of this kind of creative side of the brain, that is right side of the brain, that is not the logical or critical mind what we needed in the society, yes, but that being intuitive is really much feeling and being this kind of playful and allowing things to happen, almost like improvisation. If you want to be a good actor, you always say yes to everything that somebody suggests, and then the play goes very fun because you always say yes. With the same mentality in psychic, you have to say yes to the things you get from the spirit or from the cards, from the however you do your psychic activities. You don't necessarily need even cards, because you can just start asking questions and be open about the answers. So we go like that. Now I'm gonna taste this cake. I'll go into this 25. Yeah, it's about enjoying the process. Get the cake. Get the cake. And come back to my video. Wow, this is good cake. Anyway, we are getting busy. We are getting busy. Chocolate everywhere. Is right. And let's go forward with our lesson. I hope I can make it meaningful. So, I'm bringing out this design part of the being psychic because I'm a designer. It's part of me, how I see the world. Who you are can give you a different approach, how you are psychic. But I find a lot of wisdom about being a designer in my life. Design is social by definition. The people you know are more important than the practical skills you have. Who do you know? How well? How to get to know other interesting people? Who are your diehard supporters? Can you design your network of friends? In life, there are three kinds of people: leaf, branch, and root people. Leaf people come and go like a changing seasons, offering temporary shade. Branch people are stronger but may break away during storms. However, root people, like the root of a tree, are rare and invaluable. These people are very important because they don't do things to be seen. They are supportive even if you go through a difficult time. They will water you and they are not moved by your position. They just love you like that. And kind of, I want you to be to yourself like a root person. Like you don't leave yourself in the trouble. You know that you will find a way. You can trust that. So don't allow yourself to be leaf, blown away. Don't allow yourself to be broken branch, thinking that you're forever broken. You can be this root person and you can search and have the willingness to find other roots around you, because then you are definitely safe. Because if you want to be psychic or creative, it's very connected. You have to feel safe. You cannot be hearing spirit or any higher messages if you're in the lower state of consciousness. So we are trying to rise our vibration also. So we have to get up and this base has to be fine. So question of the day for you. Who do I know? How I connect to others? And now I get your homework. So this is your task today or this week. Ask a friend to take a good picture of you. Then take a picture portrait of yourself. And what will you learn by doing this exercise? Very simple. But you cannot do everything alone. You have to ask somebody to take a good picture of you. So design is a social activity, not a competition for the title of virtuoso. Design is about relational and social skills. Remember to always keep your feet on the ground and be connected to the people around you. Even if you're able to open your third eye, you are not better than your neighbor, like C.J. Young said. Everyone can be psychic and it's just a skill like any other. We are healthy when we know how to connect to others in a meaningful way and stay grounded to a social reality where we live in contact with people. When you master the all 7 chakra energies, you understand that we are all just one, connected and united, and that is magical. It all starts from the roots, but you have to have the base correct. So you will map your friends and who is able to get this good picture, how you convince them to take it, all social skills in action. And these are invisible skills also. A bit like being psychic is a very invisible skill, kind of. So in this exercise, you are forced to acknowledge whether or not you are able to take a good photos. The relevant part is not about making a great portrait of yourself, but assessing your strengths and weaknesses, the importance of self-evaluation. Like, how do you go about those social skills? So why we do this? There is tension and energy between you and the other people. I want you to learn that tension is good if you want to be empowered state where your psychic skills come alive. You can become aware of your energy levels, and way to protect it is simply realizing how you connect to other people around you. King and queen keep court around them. It is okay to be seen by others and let them show you how they see you. It is okay to ask help and connect with others. Notice what kind of people you are. You know how you connect to your soul family. If you are not connected to the soul family, what is stopping you to build a good, safe, and supportive network around you? Understand what skills you have and what skills you don't have to connect to others. So being psychic starts with you, but it's done with other people, for other people, same as design. It's done for other people too. There are things you are able to do, things you learn to do, and things you become good at. But finally, there are other people, your friends, your family, your community, and society. You are not alone in this world. Start to see how you connect to others, like roots. And then I'm giving you books to read. So if you want to now study deeper, I'm already showing you, this is one book I really have found it always so interesting about chakras and their archetypes, Uniting Energy, Awareness, and for Spiritual Growth. Then I'm going to talk in this course about Intuitive Way. This is a book made by Penny Pierce, using this as a material also. And very empowering is to read this, which Unleashed, Untamed, Unapologetic, Lisa Lister. And I have here on my table the 5 archetypes. Discover your true nature and transform your life and relationships. This is to connect to the primal elements. We're going to talk about that in some point also, because all tarot cards are also connected always to the seasons and the elements. So this will become an important thing to understand. But it's more connected to the time. I would say these kind of things will be connected to time and space, seasons and all elements. So then I have also, I continue doing my Sunday readings, now purgatory readings, and I will take stuff from this alchemy, the wild unknown alchemy. But I found here interesting thing to say here, how curiosity, I'm always thinking this too, curiosity is such a big ingredient to learn anything. This is definitely thing that you have to have as a psychic. And start where you are, start with curiosity, trust the imagination. With it, you will have great success. With it, you are divine alchemist. The world needs you, more will be revealed. So trust that that path is yours. It's very big thing about having heart open, that you start to trust that you are in the right time, in the right place. But of course, you have to be wise about certain things. You cannot be completely blind about things. I'm trying to increase your clarity of the systems and the things around you that makes you much more intuitive way living your life. But yes, this is then still, I have here a material about the root chakra. So what can I say still about that? I want you to know about what this victim is all about. So you become aware of it and don't fall for it. The victim experiences itself at the mercy of outside forces which works against it. It seldom has awareness of a sense of responsibility for its circumstances. The victim feels that something happened to me. Victim suffers because it appears to them all choice has been taken from them and their fate is outside of their control. The victim archetype is in helpless state, totally reliant of the external world, represented by a partner, companion, family, group of people or organization, and disconnected from the inner core feelings. The victim's mind is stuck in a frozen state of fear, terror, or desperation, with no sense of empowerment. being a victim is paralyzing in its effect on the psyche and the body. And what helps to get out of this victim state? Let's look at here now. Being in the moment and trusting in the life's process helps to avoid falling into victim archetype. Avoid using drugs, alcohol, or suppressive medication, as they only disconnect us more from our core and the feeling and instincts. Often circumstances combine to put victims outside of the mainstream of either hope or help, and events such as divorce, illness, death, prison, or bankruptcy can easily uproot and unground people and make them feel like a victim. If the life force is strong, we will engage with life's challenges and meet them head on, knowing we will survive and master our circumstances. And I want to have the strong life force. This is the whole about it. What we are going to do here, I'm trying to increase your life force. So you connecting now with some friend, you connecting to ask them to take a good picture and portrait of you, then take it yourself, and wherever you want to publish it, it's up to you. This is a challenge for you. You need to ask somebody to see you, not that you only see yourself. You need that kind of perspective, other perspective also, and connection to other people. And you use social skill to do it. Of course, even better if more people take this picture of you. I'm going to show now some picture of me, for example. And I have here things about mother, being a mother. So this is me and my child, 2016. We used to go always to chemistry festival. This was before my separation. And everything was fine. It's kind of nostalgic to see this, but I'm showing this. This was taken by the machine. There's no person. This was this kind of chemistry festival machine took it. So somebody had to just click a button. But I want you that somebody takes a picture of you, a person, you know, somebody. If you really don't know anybody, I have done it in my videos too. I have asked a stranger to film me, so it's okay. It's okay that, but you should have a little conversation with the person. If you do this, you still should explain the project to them or use the social skill, like make it social experience. Yes. I have a mother image here also. Maybe I have to do this to YouTube. This is one art piece in Komska in Antwerpen. It's called Madonna surrounded by seraphim and cherubim. And what else? I was thinking to show you that this card is here to show the Sally and the Jack. Sally is often kind of a victim, is like so broken, and then she's like still like making herself whole again. So I mean, that's what you can always do. You can kind of like put your parts together, become whole again. But she, if you would look at this film, she's like always like broken her arm. And my phone is somewhere making noise with it. And I wanted to show you something else still. Maybe just this is painted by my mother. My mother has made this painting. Surrealist painting is. It's a copy of a one Margret's painting. But I think it's very psychic in the sense that there is this kind of like a surrealistic way of seeing things, and sometimes things can feel surrealistic when you're psychic. You have all kind of information, you have to make sense of it, but kind of accept all, reject none. That should be your principle to go about this, being a magician and being a psychic. Being curious and accept, and especially accept yourself, because there is magic in you. There is really like all parts of yourself that want to be seen and heard, and often the things go to shadow what we don't accept, or somebody didn't accept in us. We are not then letting others to see, or you hide, or there is all this dynamic in place. So it's very important that you start like being very accepting. Oh, I want to have a little bit more cake, right? So this was to show how important social skill is 25%. It's so important. And yes, there's one more. One more mother. It's behind here. I had this since I was pregnant. I got this mother. So you could reflect on all these mother stories. This is one task, but your homework for this week is the challenge is to socialize somebody, to take a good picture, portrait of you, and then take it yourself, and then look at these pictures and reflect who you are. Because that is like activating the root chakra energy. Understand the power of who you are. And I have a video, I will link this video. I made a poem, and I encourage you to do something like that too. And there is also another video, how to be intuitive, and there's whole this kind of like a kind of instructions in the end of the video how you do this poem. So this was my first video, and mother, curious mother, caring, tender mother. And I hope you also get cake for yourself. Okay, this was your video. Bye.